Superpowers are one of the absolute best things about being a superhero.
You gotta be kidding me!
I know, right?
You have the potential to do things no one else on the planet, and sometimes the universe, can do. Not all superpowers are equal, and some can appear to be silly or useless.
We will agree to disagree.
We're here to inform you about abilities that might seem a little weak, but turn out to be more powerful than you can imagine. But before we get started, be sure to hit that red subscribe button to join in on the fun and keep up to date with all things CBR.
You're gonna do it? Great, dude, next time you can just give me one of these, okay?
Luck. You know how the song goes, luck be a lady tonight. In the Marvel Universe, luck has manifested itself in the form of a lady, and she knows how to wield this power to her advantage, so to speak. Luck has long been an intriguing power set in the comic book universe. This is true in both Marvel and DC universes. While it isn't a power you can see with your eyes, you can see its effects. For characters like Domino and Longshot, their powers are often married to a martial arts skill set, espionage level training, or super speed. They create probability fields, sure, but they're also amazing all on their own. For Black Cat, however, luck is her primary source of power, or rather, the ability to produce bad luck for others. Luck may seem awfully abstract as a power, though, and its upfront usefulness isn't exactly there. But think about this: running across a packed highway without getting hit by a car, breaking into a vault and the alarm not going off, or just something as simple as playing the lottery could change your life. Good luck could go a long way there, and with bad luck, you could essentially make your enemies do whatever you want.
Hey, don't! What? We got a job to do.
Boomerangs. You all remember Suicide Squad, right? Who could possibly forget? The ragtag bunch of anti-heroes had an assortment of powers between them all.
Seriously, the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Most of the individuals appeared to be less superpowered and more like an individual with a very special skill. As the laughingstock of the Suicide Squad, Captain Boomerang felt a little out of place. He didn't exactly have the coolest technology, and his power, well, it wasn't the best in the world. Mostly, Captain B is known for being the drunkard with an interesting power set. He's exceptionally good at throwing his incredibly sharp boomerangs. Yes, it is a stupid power, but it's put to skillful use. Anyone in possession of these sharp weapons, not to mention the accuracy and efficiency of Captain Boomerang, should have more than a fair time in a fight with a heavy hitter. Captain Boomerang and his arrogance have gone head-to-head with Killer Croc, Enchantress, and the Kryptonian General Zod. While his boomerangs didn't help too much in the last fight, spoiler, he gets vaporized, you get the point. The powers here would be like Bullseye in his ability to be proficient with any sharp object, except, only boomerangs. For those of you who love ad-free viewing and free things, we're excited to announce the Premium Network. The Premium gets you early access to videos from CBR, The Gamer, Screen Rant, and many other great channels. Literally thousands of videos in one place with ad-free browsing. How sweet is that? Sign up for the Premium by clicking the link to start binge-watching videos from your favorite channels.
Okay, where to now?
Hang tight.
Communicating with ants. Who doesn't love the sequence in Captain America Civil War when Ant-Man reveals his hidden enlarging skill? If you're a fan of the comic book, you know he had that in his arsenal. If you're an MCU fan, it was a huge surprise. He looks so cool and unstoppable. Of all of his powers, that one is awesome.
Want to get to them? You gotta go through me.
Normally, Ant-Man, played by Paul Rudd in the MCU, has a suit that lets him shrink down to incredibly small sizes or grow to be about 10 stories tall. However, Ant-Man is also in possession of one of the most ridiculous but incredibly useful and powerful abilities out there. He can talk to ants. Well, again, it's more of a type of inaudible communication, but you get the point. Ants can carry up to 5,000 times their own body weight, allowing their power to grow exponentially in large groups. Not only that, which essentially offers super strength to the user, but also the ants can be coerced into making constructs, not unlike Green Lantern. Okay, so it's totally different from Green Lantern, but if you see a giant Voltron-esque machine made of ants lumbering towards you, chances are you're gonna take off running.
Come on, when have I ever steered you wrong?
Hair. Most of us have it someplace on our body, whether you can grow it on your arms and legs or on your head. Hair is something we all know. Did you know hair is also a superpower? The power of dangerous hair has been a concept for eternity. The story of Medusa and her head of snakes is told over and over again as part of mythology, as she turned those who looked at her in the eye to stone. Well, here we are to talk about Medusa, but there are no snakes involved. No, this is much more dangerous. The power of hair is not to be trifled with. Medusa Medusa, queen of the Inhumans, has the ability to move and grow her hair at will. What can you do with hair at will, you ask? She can force her prey to surrender, or sharpening it for battle. Sure, the idea of hair being a superpower is awfully dumb, but in execution, Medusa and her hair powers make her one of the strongest Inhumans out there. Plus, who wouldn't want to give themselves any hairstyle at will, or create piercing blades with blades of hair? The possibilities are endless.
You gotta be kidding me.
Squirrel power. This is the cream of the crop, ladies and gentlemen. In your wildest dreams as a kid, running around with your cape on pretending to be a superhero, did you know this power was which you could choose from?
You gonna stop me, little girl? You and what army?
Bet you didn't. The long-mocked Squirrel Girl now has her day in the sun, as her intentionally ridiculous power set actually amounts to being one of the most powerful out there. Doreen Green's squirrel powers allow her to chew through anything, leap through the sky, climb, and use her claws in battle. She can also talk to squirrels, allowing them to form up to take down big bads. Think of them like much bigger, furrier ants. Squirrel Girl's powers have also allowed her to go toe-to-toe with some of the highest-level threats in the Marvel Universe. If you don't believe us, check out the comic books. She's taken down the likes of Dr. Doom and Thanos, some on more than one occasion. Heck, she's gone face-to-face with Wolverine plenty of times too. And, much like Ant-Man, expect the jokes to cease after people realize just how darn powerful she is when she stars in New Warriors when it releases next year.
Activate the whale's brain scrambler. Now!
Talking to fish. Don't go judging this superpower before you hear us out on this one.
You are finished, Aquaman!
We know you're saying to yourself, how could you possibly save the world by talking to a fish? If you're on land, this power doesn't seem like it can help you at all. We say to that, what about the fish in the fish tanks? Don't they count for something? We've all heard this one before. Hey, Aquaman talks to fish. How powerful can he possibly be? That isn't a superpower. Well, when the entirety of the ocean is at your beckoning call, including killer whales, great white sharks, and poisonous jellyfish, there's not much wiggle room for thinking that it's lame. But of course, Aquaman does not talk to fish, and the power in question here is more of a direct line of communication with them. Well, fish most likely don't speak English, and with that in mind, the power to talk to fish is done telepathically, as the user appeals to the animal's primal instincts to fight, flee, group up, eat, or just hang out. When you consider the superpower to talk to fish through this lens, it's more than talking to creatures who live under the sea. Aquaman is a telepath, and that is pretty powerful.
It's trouble. Scatter!
Doors. You can walk through doors. You can slam them shut in someone's face. You can decorate them at the holidays. You can also use them as a superpower. Who knew? We know it doesn't sound as exciting as, say, being Wolverine, but it is more powerful than you think. Seriously, doors? No, doors. The funny part here is that doors are the main power of Doorman, a member of the Great Lakes Avengers. While the ability to essentially teleport is no mocking matter, calling them doors, yourself Doorman, and emitting a general sense of love for doors is incredibly stupid. Cyborg has boom tubes. Now that's cool. Doors? Not so much. But Doorman's natural ability to make people not take him serious is a benefit, and he can be a make or break moment in a time of need, slipping in and out of precarious situations, sneaking home when you're doing something you're not supposed to, or even just going to the bathroom in the middle of the night without walking through any real doors. Oh, and the doors make disposing of supervillains that much easier. Thanos won't be so feisty if you door him to the bottom of the ocean. Dupe speak. The X-Men of the comic book world have a wide variety of superpowers. The mutants are known for teleportation, telepathy, and being able to control the weather, to name a few. Other members of the team have much different powers that on the surface do not seem super powerful or useful. The X-Men's Dupe has long been the butt of comic book jokes, but anyone in the know about this floating green glob of greatness would know that Dupe is more than formidable. With powers like superhuman strength, durability, regeneration, flight, and an ability to manipulate time and space, Dupe is no joke. However, no power comes close to the stupidity of Dupe Speak, his signature ability and what he's known for. Dupe Speak was an apparently undecipherable fictional language until Essential X-Men number 57 that only Dupe, well, speaks. It is said to be on a level so far advanced from human speech that its tactical efficiency is unmatched. Imagine the ability to be the only being in existence to send and decode messages in the language. While your superpower wouldn't be as cool as super speed or flight, you'd be one hell of a linguist, and language is power. I think that's how the saying goes, right?
Yeah, but you won't be seeing him around.
Psionic Bricks. Early on in the Marvel and DC universes, speaking strictly in the comic books, superheroes have been using the ability to construct objects.
We have visible confirmation. It's
enormous.
that can make constructs out of energy, light, or solid materials. This is nothing new for super beings. Some of the most famous characters who have this power are Green Lanterns like Hal Jordan and Archangel. Using constructs to their benefits, whether it be flight, defense, or offensive potential, it's an everyday thing. One person in particular had a different take on this ability. Psionic Bricks are Bunker's game, and his constructs are awfully specific. As a member of the New 52's Teen Titans, Bunker was often the last line of defense for the team, using the tiny bricks to garner incredible results. Don't be fooled by their size, they pack a mighty punch. With Psionic Bricks, you could build anything from a small wall to a tiny house to your very own castle. In Teen Titans, Bunker could spar no problem with the likes of Raven, Wonder Girl, and Beast Boy, and while this power's specificity is mocked by a handful of villains, he was quickly able to show them just how strong his bricks could be. Oh, and they're purple.
Quiet so far. I'm thinking of taking a closer look.
Might as well.
Music. Last on our list is music. Music in itself is already a powerful tool. It can invoke memories in the listener, bring someone out of a bad mood, cause people to dance, and unite the masses. Did you know music can also be a superpower? We aren't talking turn on the radio and music does the job. In a sense, there are a handful of heroes who utilize sound waves to their advantage. Black Canary uses her cries to deafen her enemies, and even Fly. And the X-Men's Banshee has a similar power set. Heck, even Black Bolt's voice is an extension of this, but each of those heroes' inherent powers outweigh the silliness of using music as a power source. Enter Dazzler. Known by many as the prominent X-Men and pop musician in the Marvel Universe, can channel sound waves and sonic vibrations into light. The light then gets emitted into the atmosphere, causing a variety of reactions. While similar to the aforementioned heroes, Dazzler's power of music allows her to pull sound in from outside sources, remains less predictable in frequency, and much, much more, like how she can create holograms of people, or fly. We still can't wait to see her brought to life on the big screen and see it in action.
You're welcome.
Who knew there were so many superpowers out there? We didn't. What funny superpower do you wish you had? And what could you do with it? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe and check out more videos on our playlist. Thanks for watching.